Hey, what is up guys? It's Brendan here, and today we're going to be taking a look at what are the best home loans for people with bad credit. Essentially, how do you get a home loan or search for a lender if you do have bad credit? In this video, we're going to be breaking down the best loan options for bad credit and what to do if you do have a lower credit score when you're shopping around for a mortgage for that upcoming home loan as you are maybe shopping around for a new house. So that's what we're going to be taking a look at here in today's video. Of course, if you want to check out any of the companies we mentioned here in today's video, you can check out those links linked down below in the video description. Again, so much are affiliate links, which could be a great way to help out and support the channel. Without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into, again, the best bad credit home loans. Now, first, it's important to understand exactly what is a low credit score to buy a house and how bad credit affects loan options. Now, this page and blog post is done from Rocket Mortgage, and in this breakdown here, we're going to be taking a look at, of course, what are some of the key takeaways and what are considered actually a low FICO score, which is essentially how you calculate what your mortgage can look like. So in terms of different credit scores, what do those actually break down, right? What is actually bad credit in the first place? So if you are in the credit score range of less than 580, that is considered poor. If you're in the 580 to 669, that is considered fair. And then 670 to 739 is good. And of course, very good is 740 plus. And above 800, of course, is going to be excellent. But if you do fall into that poor to fair range, or maybe even in the good range sometimes, but really in that poor, it's going to be less than 580 or 580 to 669 if you're kind of in that bad, poor, fair credit range. So can you actually buy a house with bad credit? Now, of course, there are definitely a lot of different options that you can explore when it comes to buying a home, even with bad credit, as to different lenders do look at different options. Now, in terms of the home loan options, in terms of the types of loans that you may be considered for, depending on your credit score, and this is broken down by loan type, because again, your credit score does not have to be perfect in order to qualify for a home loan, and some mortgages are more attainable for those who have maybe had credit issues in the past. So in terms of the different loan types, now keep in mind that a lot of different mortgage lenders will process a lot of these different loan types. We're going to be breaking down the different lenders in just a moment, a little bit later in this video, but something to, of course, consider is the type of mortgage. There are actually multiple different types of mortgages you can get when you're shopping around for a home loan. Now, first we have is the FHA loan, which is actually a Federal Housing Administration loan, and these can be a popular option because you can get it with potentially as low of a FICO score as just 500, and it's a minimum FICO score of just 500, which is pretty low, right? And if we look at Rocket Mortgage's requirement, it is just 580 on the low end. So even if you do have kind of bad or poor credit in that 580, 600s range, you could still qualify for an FHA loan. And this could be a good alternative option. You do also have VA loans, which I will leave a link in the video description to a VA loan specific lender and some different lending options when it comes to VA loans. But they actually have no minimum when it comes to a FICO score. Now, I get that you do need at least to have been a veteran in order to qualify for a VA loan, as that is through the Department of Veterans Affairs. And they guarantee these loans for eligible service members, veterans, and surviving spouses. So if you're not in that case, I get that's not that many people, but I figured I would mention it and include it in this video because you don't actually have to have any kind of minimum FICO score for that. Now, with Rocket Mortgage, if you do a VA loan with them, it is at least a 580. But if you shop around from different lenders, there is actually no set minimum specifically for a VA loan. Now, conventional loans is traditionally what is most popularly gone for and is probably most attainable as to what most people would traditionally want to go for. Now, I get that 620 might be on the higher end for people with bad credit. So in that case, you may want to stick to the FHA loans that you're shopping for. But conventional loans could be an option if you have at least a 620. And then the Rocket Mortgage requirement, of course, 620 for their conventional loans. USDA loans and hard money loans, we're not going to be going into too much in this video. Essentially, USDA loans are backed by the Department of Agriculture. It's really only specifically used for rural and certain farmland type areas. So that's not very common, and it's not actually offered by most mortgage lenders, including Rocket Mortgage, but most lenders don't work with USDA loans. If you do need that, that could be an option for you. There isn't typically a minimum here, but it could be difficult to qualify below 640. So that's going to be a pretty niche scenario. You also have hard money loans, which honestly, I don't really recommend. That is really not something I recommend for most people at all, because there's just a lot more risk associated there. So most people are going to be looking at either FHA, VA, or conventional when you're looking at a home loan if you do have more bad credit. So typically, FHA or VA if you can't quite hit the 620 range. So what does that look like, right? What are some different loan options or lenders for these different home loan options? So we actually did this page in partnership with Money.com, where we rank and put together the list of the best mortgage rates and lenders by spending over 300 plus hours researching mortgage and refinance lenders across a variety of different mortgage products to help you guys determine which mortgage option could be best depending on your personal financial situation. Now, keep in mind that, again, it is possible to get a home loan with bad credit by exploring those specific government-backed programs that are available through a lot of these lenders here on this list as well, and by working with lenders that specialize and assist in borrowers with lower credit scores. So that's something to reach out to and consider when you're looking at different lenders and different loan options. Now, again, if you want to get access to this page here, this will actually be that first link down below in the video description, so you can follow along and check out and get access to this page. And you can also type in your zip code too, so that it'll match you with lenders who actually lend in your area as to where you're looking at shopping for a home. So taking a look here at this list, of course, at our top spot is Rocket Mortgage. Now, they do offer a streamlined loan application that is 100% online, and they have a 30-year FHA loan, so you can get an FHA loan with a minimum of at least 580 through Rocket Mortgage, but you can also do it with just a 500 on some of the other lenders in this list. They also have 203K jumbo adjustable rate loans. You can get pre-approved in minutes, and they receive custom mortgage solutions, and you can also customize loan terms and costs to fit your budget. They do have a pretty high Trustpilot rating and 126,000 loan originations, making them one of the most popular lenders in this list here. And if we click view rates, it'll take you over to this page here where you can fill out their easy online application form, and you would just select to buy a home, as that's most commonly what you're looking at doing. If you don't already own a home, you wouldn't be refinancing or using your current equity. You're going to just select buy a home, and then you can go through the easy application process, entering in your information and getting in contact with Rocket Mortgage to give you a guide to really the best options for you, again, even if you do have bad credit. Moving in at number 2 in this list here, we do have New American Funding, and they have a 100% online application available as well. They do also offer those FHA loans starting at 3.5% down. Again, FHA loans are going to be the best loan option when it comes to a lower credit score, again, because they only have a minimum FICO score of 500 in order to get approved with them. So that can really help you out a lot. You also have the ability to save money up front if you do want to go with a ARM loan, an adjustable rate mortgage loan. I don't necessarily recommend that to most people, but it could be an option for you. Worth looking into. You also have FHA cash out refinance options in the future, and they do have quite a lot of positive ratings as well. If we look at New American Funding, we click view rates, it'll take you over to this page here where we can click buy a home and go through their online application form. Again, they don't have any need for documents, just a couple of minutes. No registration required to at least go through this process to see what you qualify for your lending, right? Moving in at number 3, we have is Amerisave Mortgage, and they allow you to get rates in pre-qualified minutes as well. You can get low rates with a quick quote and approval, and they also have a rate lock protection, so you can lock before rates go up or before they change on you, or given your current financial situation, it could be useful. They also offer pre-approval letter with a rate lock protection and over $130 billion funded with 23 years in business. If you click view rates, it'll take you over to Amerisave Mortgage, where again, you kind of have a similar online application form. You just select buy a home, and then you click next step and go through their online application process. If we look at number 4 in this list here, we have is a LendingTree, and they are more of a network of lenders compared to specific mortgage companies. They allow you to compare options in minutes and secure process and personalized recommendations. They allow you to explore mortgage offers on LendingTree's network. If we click view rates, it'll take you over here where you can select, okay, am I not sure what I can afford? Maybe I'm shopping around, maybe in the next few months, making an offer. If you're already under contract on your home, then you're probably pretty intense in terms of shopping for the type of loan for your credit score situation. So you can select from there, and then LendingTree gives you a wider range of different lenders. Moving in, next in this list we have is OwnUp, and OwnUp, you can shop for your mortgage and save thousands. You can compare multiple offers from top lenders. You can get market-beating rates and save up to $28,000, and they have no hard credit checks and sales pressure, and it's completely free as no cost to you. So if we click on OwnUp, it'll take you over here where you can select that you're buying. Again, their technology helps you to, deliver real data for your specific situation to help you get a better deal, and you don't have to deal with hard credit checks, no spam calls, sales pressure. Again, none of that. It's a hassle-free mortgage shopping process, so you can build your profile and start checking it out. Again, it's completely free to use as well. Again, that is OwnUp, available at the links in the video description. And moving in, last but not least in this list here today, we have is Aven. Now, Aven does offer other types of home lending in terms of if you're looking at other types of loans, maybe if you already own a home or you're looking to go to a new house, that could be an option for you. Now, they do have a 680 plus FICO score range. So again, that's why they're kind of at the low end of this list, as they're not maybe necessarily as relevant, but I figured I would still have them in this page because it could still be useful for some people if you are looking for maybe a HELOC, which is a home equity line of credit. I have a whole other video going over more specific HELOC options if you want to check that out on the channel. But this could still be a decent option for you, worth checking out to view the rates that you could get with them. They do allow you to see what kind of equity you would have, maybe if you already own a home, maybe if you're looking to buy a new house and you don't have as good a credit now, this could be a decent option, at least take advantage of the equity in your current home. Just again, as another option worth mentioning. So that pretty much rounds out this list here of some of the best mortgage rates and lenders. Again, I'll also link our VA page in the video description if you are in that case. I'll also leave a link to that video as well for veterans if you are looking for a VA loan. Really FHA loan is probably going to be best for most people who don't have as good of credit score. If you can qualify for a conventional loan, you're probably better off going with a conventional loan versus an FHA loan, but just depends on your specific situation. Again, any of these lenders will help guide you through the process as to what will be the best bet for you. But maybe, hopefully now you're a little bit more educated on the process and what types of mortgages that you're interested in going for and looking for. So when you're shopping around, you have a little bit more peace of mind in terms of the FICO score range, and that you can actually qualify for a mortgage, right? There are a good amount of different loan options. In terms of strategies to improve your chances of approval with a bad credit score, again, if you have a low credit score, you can, try to save for a larger down payment. That can be something that can help mitigate the process. You can also lower your debt to income ratio because typically you need to have at least a 43% ratio. You could also maybe add a cosigner, right? This could be someone who maybe has a better credit score than you, and you can essentially kind of attach yourself on. Maybe you have a poor credit score, but that other cosigner might be in the good or very good range, and now they would be taking on the risk of the loan. But, they would become legally responsible. But this could be another way to sort of like boost your application in a way. And basically latch yourself onto somebody else's higher credit score. Again, this would be maybe if you have a trusted family member or partner or somebody who is willing to do that for you in this loan buying process or loan shopping process. And again, you could also improve your credit score, right? Pay down high interest debt, check different credit reports for errors, check your free credit report scores and things like that. Or maybe even a lending specialist or broker could specialize in bad credit home loans that may offer certain niche programs to help you in terms of your credit and getting a loan pushed through. So again, that's some of the extra little tips and details. Again, it's totally possible to get a home loan with bad credit by exploring these different options, and hopefully you found this video helpful. Again, if you want to check out any of the lenders we mentioned here in this list, check out those links linked down below in the video description. Guys, if you found this video helpful or enjoyed it, then be sure to smash that like button, hit the subscribe button as well, and notification bell so you're notified whenever I upload a new video. Anyway, guys, that's all for today's video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.